and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Vision Board Queen, and this is my channel. And during this channel, we're going to be sharing each week a tip and support to help you in your vision board journey. And this week, we're going to be talking about where it all began. And this is super exciting because I cannot wait to share with you my journey and the tools that I use to help my vision boards become reality. So for me, my journey began in 2017. I had just gone through my second miscarriage at this time. It was January 2017, and I was in a very dark place. I didn't love myself. I didn't like the person that I looked at in the mirror. I didn't feel connected to me. I was pretty much getting up, going to work, and that was life. I didn't have any drive. I didn't have any motivation. And it was at this point in my journey that I decided that something had to change, something had to stop, something had to give. And it was then that I was watching an old friend of mine who I hadn't seen for a very long time. I was watching her via social media, and she had this drive, this ambition, this passion, and this confidence that I needed. I needed this confidence, and I was craving this confidence. So I reached out to her, and I quickly, before I'd even had time to think about it, I signed up to her direct selling company. And it was at that point that the lovely lady, Faye, who many of you might know if you're in my circle, she introduced me to this world of personal development. At that time in my life, I had never, ever heard of the word personal development. I didn't even know what it meant. I didn't even pick up a book. I probably hadn't picked up a book for a good couple of years. And I'd never, ever heard of anything like The Secret, the universe. Those words were not part of my dictionary, but they quickly became part of my dictionary. So I was plugged into personal development. I was introduced to The Secret, the law of attraction, what we think about comes about, Think and Grow Rich, all these amazing books that I was introduced to. I started to implement them into my life. And it was the one book that really did make it all click for me. And that book was The Universe Has Your Back. So if you have not read it, I would highly recommend to go and read it. This book made it all make sense. It made everything click together. Why we talk to the universe, how we connect to the universe, how we know when we're aligned, how we really work with that alignment of the universal energies. And this was where the game changed for me. And I remember reading this book. I started this book in May 2017, lying on a sunbed in Portugal. And I remember messaging Faye, who was introduced me to this world, saying, "Oh my God, this book is amazing." And I was hooked. I literally was hooked. When I come back off holiday, I quickly found my universal sign that Gabby talks about in the book. I connected with the universe on a level that I'd never, ever understood. This was where I started to introduce this into my life. It was good morning, universe. Hello, universe. Thank you, universe. I was walking into shops, and as I was leaving, I was saying, thank you for being able to pay for that shopping, thanking those small moments in my life that I was so grateful for, thanking when I seen my universal sign. And this really is where it started to change for me. Now, prior to going into this journey, I felt worthless as a woman. I was so unhappy. I really couldn't be that person anymore. So if you are in a place where you are unhappy, or you are, not, in the right mindset that you want to be in, believe me, you can change. I was the most negative person you probably could have met. Now, very unlikely hear me say much negativity. It can happen. I'm not saying I never do it, but it does absolutely change the way I think. If I do think negative, I now have the tools to switch that. I now have the ability to turn that around super quickly. So if you are in that place, I want you to remember that there is a way forward, but you have to take that choice. You have to make those changes, and you have to be ready to change. And if you are ready to change, I hope this podcast has found you, or this YouTube channel has found you at the right time. And that is really what I want you to take away. So once I'd created this this connection with the universe, I was introduced to the world of your law of attraction, vision boarding, and I really wanted to do a vision board. It was something that I was drawn to do. Never done one before. I'd heard about them, never actually took the time to do one. So I arranged a group vision board session at my house with some friends, and I absolutely fell in love with the process. I loved creating vision boards. It really was a magical moment for me. And the first thing that I actually manifested off my vision board was meeting Gary Barlow. Now, if you're not a Gary Barlow or Take That fan, I apologize now, but I am a massive, massive Gary Barlow fan. And I put a picture up of Gary Barlow, a selfie with Gary Barlow. And I got that selfie with Gary Barlow. And that was when I said, this does work. This works. And I was hooked. I was ready. And I was so motivated to achieve those visions, achieve those dreams. And I really couldn't wait to create the life that I deserved. And that life on that first vision board is, I'd say, the life that I'm living now, but now I'm living more than that. I'm living beyond what I imagined. And so it didn't actually all go plain sailing. It didn't all go the right way. It didn't all go straight on the straight path. But I still held the vision. Okay. So later in 2018, not long after I created that first vision board, I lost our third baby. I had my third miscarriage. And because I'd put a baby on my vision board and I had this vision of having our rainbow baby, and then we miscarried again, I was devastated. And I did go back to the place where this doesn't work. How can the universe do this to me? How can the universe put this in my direction? I've been so good. I've been so positive. I've created all these changes, and now the universe is doing this to me. And I really did go back into that place of, why me? I played the pity party, and it took me a while to actually realize that. And I was hurt. I was heartbroken. So I took the time and I went back to my roots of personal development. I dig deeper into why I was feeling like that. I did more work on me as a person. I did more work on what I actually wanted in life. And I really took time to really connect with me and why we wanted that baby, why that baby was important for us. And it took a lot of hard work, a lot of strength, and a lot of determination to get past that negativity, because I was in another dark place. Although I didn't hit rock bottom that time, I still really felt hurt. And I felt hurt from the universe. I felt hurt that the universe had sent me that message, and I didn't understand why. I didn't understand why, because I'd been so positive. I'd done all the actions. I'd taken all the taken on board everything that I was being taught and I was putting it into action, but I still got that message again. So sometimes things don't always go the way we visualize it, and that's okay. Sometimes the universe has a better plan for us, and only now I can see that plan. Only now I can see why that didn't happen then, why I was made to wait that bit longer. So we did go on in 2019 to have our dream wedding, which was absolutely amazing. And I was actually able to share at our wedding that we was carrying our rainbow baby. That rainbow baby is now 2.5 years old. So if I had actually had those other children previously, I wouldn't have been able to leave my day job after having my maternity. I wouldn't have been able to be the person and the mum I am today. I wouldn't be able to show up and help my clients the way that I help them because I hadn't gone through the journey. I hadn't gone through the pain. I hadn't gone through learning and understanding all the aspects that it does take to bring those dreams to reality. So one of my things that I am very, very consistent at is taking that action. So if you are someone who is wanting to create a vision board or you are wanting to achieve something, take this as your sign to take that action, because action is power behind the vision. You can have the vision if you're not taking those inspired actions. The vision is just a fairy tale. I want you to make that fairy tale reality. So take the action. Take that action today to bring those dreams to reality. And your vision board should motivate you throughout your journey. If you don't look at your vision board and feel a fire in your belly, your visions are not right for you. Change them, connect deeper, find the passion at what you actually want from life. And that will give you the motivation to move forward each day. Wake up and be driven by your vision board. Wake up and be inspired by your vision board. Wake up and feel the power in your vision board. Okay. Now, throughout my journey, I have, developed a deeper connection with many tools that help me. One of those is crystals. Okay. I am a massive, massive believer of crystals. I love the energy that crystals give us. One of my favorite crystals at the moment is a tiger's eye crystal, which is this one here, for those of you who are watching this on YouTube. But I absolutely love the energy that crystals give us. And there is some crystals that can help you with your vision boarding. There's lots of manifesting crystals. There's lots of money related crystals. There's lots of crystals for love, healing. So whatever you need, there will be a crystal to support you on this journey. I also have a huge, huge relationship with the moon. Now, I absolutely love the moon energy. And it wasn't until recently that my mum told me that I actually used to watch the moon with my granddad as a little girl. And now I understand where that passion comes from, where that ancestry follow on from the moon comes from. So the moon to me is very, very important. I do lots of work with the new moon cycle, the full moon cycle. And since working with the moon, lots of energetics and lots of things have come more aligned. Lots of things flow much easier because I'm working with alignment of the moon, and the moon supports me. The moon will support you. So start building that relationship up with the moon, because the moon does control a lot of things. Believe it or not, our cycles are controlled by the moon. Okay. So if you are a woman listening to this, your cycle is controlled by that moon. So do check in with the moon. Start building that relationship up. And if you're thinking it's a little bit woo-woo, it's not. The moon controls the tide. Okay. Our bodies are filled with water. The moon controls us. And that, in fact, is a fact. It's not woo-woo. If you're thinking, oh, it's a bit woo-woo for me, it's not woo-woo. Okay. It is a fact. So look in and check in with the moon and really start building that relationship up. Another tool that I use that's helped me on my journey is journaling. Now, I remember somebody telling me to journal something, and I must have been a year or 18 months into my personal development journey. And I was like, nah, that's not for me. And I really wasn't interested in it. I didn't understand what I'd get from it. I was like, it's just like writing in a diary. I didn't write it in a diary as a kid. Why would I get any benefit from it now? And I didn't really understand the process of what journaling can do for you. Journaling is like a form of meditation. Okay. It allows you to clear that mind. It allows you to bring your mind to the front. It allows that subconscious to come forward, and it gets you clear of what's up in here. What's up in that mind that is stopping you move forward? And journaling has been a huge, powerful way that has allowed me to do a lot of deep healing, especially around losing my babies, around money, around, any traumas that I've got, any, barriers that are have come forward. Journaling has allowed me to move forward. So here's a journal prompt for you to go away and do today. I want you to journal on what's stopping you move forward in your life. Okay? What's stopping you move forward in your life? And then another amazing thing that I have used over the years, and that is gratitude. Now, gratitude is such a powerful tool to use. I have been using gratitude for a long, long time. Over the years, I've done it in books, I've done it in my mind, I've done it as I've gone. We do it as a family at tea time. Gratitude is a part of my every single day. And if you are not being grateful for those small things, the universe will not send you more. So be grateful, because gratitude is so, so powerful. So, like I said, today is all about where it began for me, where my journey started. Now, if I look back on the last 6 years, I do not recognize that person that I was. But the one thing that I did, and I made a commitment to myself to work on me every single day, to take that time to pick up a book, to write in my journal, to watch a YouTube, to listen to a podcast, to listen to an audible. And I just made one change every single day to change the way I think, to change the way I believe. And that is what you can too. You listening to this podcast or watching this YouTube, you are committing to making that change. You are here because you want a better life. And I wanted a better life for me. I wanted a dream wedding, my rainbow baby, my dream home, financial freedom, not living and working by someone else's terms, traveling, visiting places, being a family, spending time as a family. That life that I put on that very first vision board is the life that I am living now. But the life that I am living now is more than I ever visualized. It is so much more, because I am not only, living that beautiful life that I created, I'm helping others create that beautiful life for them, helping you see that you can have the life that you desire. You can make those changes. You can start today. And this time next year, you won't be that same person. You won't be that same, same negative mindset. You will be a better version of yourself. You will be stepping towards the future self that you desire. And that in itself is amazing. And on my journey myself, I have come across so many barriers, but we can get through them. We all can get through them. We all have the ability to change the way we think, to take steps each day, to move forward. And everyone has that ability, even you. Okay? So I want you to take away from today. I want you to make those small changes. Look at what you can do. Take steps and take the action. Take that action, because that action is what is going to make it count. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video today. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to be here on a weekly basis. Well, we'll try weekly, just to give you these tips to help you on your vision board journey. And I hope my story has helped inspire you to create your vision board. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Vision Board Queen, Lisa Williams, today via YouTube. And we will speak to you guys next week on next week's episode.